So when we look at forefoot to rearfoot relationship, it's important as a reference just to make sure that we understand how the foot lines up against each other. We're breaking the foot into two manageable chunks really. We're talking about that rear foot and we're talking about the forefoot. And we're almost using the midfoot, mid-tarsal joint area as the cut-off point. More often than not, people will acquire a certain positional relationship over time. There's a query as to whether there's a true sort of forefoot varus where we've got a tilt and angulation of the forefoot when we compare it to the rear foot section. More often than not, that's exacerbated by a lot of soft tissue contracture. Certainly if the foot's found itself in a sort of fully loaded pronated position for a long period of time, you'll get a lot of soft tissue change around, which will, again, almost exacerbate that profile. So it's important clinically when you're looking at forefoot to rear foot relationship to, one, try and quantify whether there's a degree of difference, and two, to really get an understanding as to whether it's a soft tissue component or whether it's a bone component. So let's look at the forefoot to rear foot relationship in this instance, non-weight bearing and from behind. It's important that we get a field of vision that works its way through the foot, and we're looking at the forefoot as it lines up against the heel position. You can see in this case that we've got a reasonable forefoot inversion. What's important at this point is that we differentiate that from a true osseous inversion or bone involvement, or whether it's soft tissue. And you can see in weight bearing or mimicking weight bearing that this is very much a soft tissue component when we're looking at forefoot to rear foot relationship.